His name was John, a quiet, big-hearted man from Indiana. John was the kind of dad who didn't say much, not because he didn't care, but because he felt he didn't have the right to complain. He was a provider, a fixer. Grew up during hard times, raised with the idea that men worked until their hands stopped working. He worked in HVAC his whole life, the kind of job that leaves your hands rough but your heart soft. He showed up, even on the worst days, and he believed his biggest job wasn't fixing heaters, it was providing for his family. Every morning, he'd pack his own lunch, kiss his wife on the cheek, and head out in a faded work truck with a dent in the passenger door. To his son, Adam, he was just Dad. Reliable, ordinary, always tired, but underneath, John was more. He had a dream he'd been tracing in silence for years. He told his wife once, long ago, that when he retired, he wanted to hike the Pacific Crest Trail. He kept a folded trail map in his nightstand drawer, marked with little X's. It was going to be just him, a backpack, and a pair of brand new hiking boots. He bought those boots at 52 years old. They were top of the line, still in the box. One day, he said. John never brought it up to Adam. He just kept waiting for the right time. But life kept getting in the way. His son, Adam, got married and moved out, chasing ambition in a bigger city. He didn't call as often as he meant to. He thought his dad would always be there, a constant, something you only really notice when it's missing. He remembers the last time they went fishing. He was maybe 14, and how his dad just sat quietly with him under the oak tree by the lake, not needing to say much. It wasn't until later Adam realized silence was his father's way of saying, "I love you." The bills kept stacking up. Then his back started hurting more. The back pain started around 57, but John brushed it off. "Just age," he'd say, waving it away. But when he began losing weight, not the good kind, his wife insisted he get checked. John was diagnosed with late-stage colon cancer. By the time they caught it, it had spread. It was stage 4 and not operable. Treatable? Only to extend. He didn't cry when the doctor told him. He just nodded, quiet. At first, John refused chemo. He said he didn't want to spend his last days sick. But one night, Adam called, told him he and his wife were expecting their first baby. That's when John changed his mind. He wanted to meet his grandchild, just once. He changed his diet, cut sugar, started walking again, just around the block, holding onto the mailbox, trying to build strength. One day, Adam came to visit and saw a pair of brand new hiking boots by the door. "Dad, what are those?" John smiled, embarrassed. "Thought maybe if I got strong enough, I'd get back to hiking." Adam sat on the porch with his dad that day for hours. They talked like they hadn't in years, about memories, regrets, and how time slips through your fingers when you're busy surviving. Adam asked, "Dad, did you ever wish you'd done something differently?" John was quiet for a long time. Then he said, "Yeah, I waited too long to live for myself." The decline came fast after that. Chemo took its toll. The walks stopped. He couldn't eat much, but he never complained. Even when he was bedridden, he'd ask Adam, "How's the baby doing?" Like that's what kept him holding on. John passed away in early spring. Adam didn't cry at his father's funeral, not right away. It wasn't until days later, when cleaning out the garage, that it hit him. The hiking boots were still there untouched, tucked in a dust-covered box behind the toolbox, a tag still attached. Size 11, waterproof, for rugged terrain. Adam whispered to himself, eyes filled with tears. "Why'd you wait so long, Dad?" He sat there holding them, his fingers tracing the laces. And suddenly, it hit him. His dad didn't just leave behind a pair of boots. He left behind a lesson. Don't wait to live your life. Don't wait to wear the shoes. Because by the time you're ready to live, sometimes life isn't ready to wait. Some men don't talk about their dreams. Some fathers never say the words, "I love you," but they show it in the way they fix your bike or carry your boxes when you move, or buy hiking boots they hope to break in with you. Don't wait to live your life. Don't wait to wear the shoes. Because when you're finally ready to live, life might not be ready to wait.